What up, y'all? This is a lock that my friends got me for Christmas. And they said to some dude on eBay, hey, make my friend this really hard lock to pick. And he was like, alright. And then he made this. And then they gave it to me. And they were like, hey man, why don't you time yourself, see how long it takes to pick? And so it's like, how about I just like video the process and we'll see what happens. So this is what happened. Took a really long time. But I'll go ahead and just show off what was in here real quick, and we can laugh at me as I struggle for about an hour to figure it out. It's got various springs for different spring pressures, which makes feedback a little bit harder to understand and gives you a little hard time trying to push pins against tougher springs, stuff like that. It's got this spool as a key pin in chamber 1, so if you push it up too high, that's gonna snag and it's gonna get overset and cause you all kinds of trouble. You might be thinking you're setting a spool, but really you're oversetting the key pin. It's got serrated key pins, so that if you push those up too high, they'll get stuck and overset, and then you'll lose all your feedback. It's got serrated drivers, which cause for lots of clicks and never quite know exactly. Usually serrated drivers give you about 3 clicks, but never know for sure. So those cause a little bit of trouble. And then we've got these spools in the back. And so we'll see that those cause a lot of trouble. The biggest difficulty was probably this paracentric keyway. Trying to find a pick to curve all the way up around the back, whoop, to get to that spool. Last but not least, there is some threading in the chambers in 1, 3, and 4 to catch up with the serrations on the pins in 1, 3, and 4. And it's just a pretty well made little challenge lock. It's not like it's got any homemade pins. All look like commercial pins, but it was an awesome gift, and I'm super grateful. And this is my picking of it. Alrighty, let's get on. This is the Christmas gift lock, challenge lock, purchased for me by my friends. And I'm gonna try and pick it right now. And let's see what happens. 40 thousandths pry bar, top of the keyway, doing clockwise tension. I'm going to start out with an SS Dev deep hook from Sparrows in 15 thousandths because it's a real low cut and I got to get up to that real high cut. I think I'm going to need that big old curve to do it. I've got a few options here though, so we'll go through them. Just feeling around right now. First time sticking my pick in there. Nothing on 1. Nothing on 2. 3 we know is like the 0 lift. Wait, let's see. Let's look at this again. 1, 2. Alright, I think 2. Alright, 2 is the 0 lift. And I think I touched it, so let's restart. Nothing on 1, 2. Click out of 3. Another click out of 3. Another click out of 3. I don't know what kind of, like, these key pins could have overset traps on them. Feels like 4 is binding. A little click out of 4. 5. 5 is binding. Trying to get around this paracentric keyway. Alright, we'll click out of 5 there. Another one. Might have overset something there. Let's see if other stuff is still binding. We'll click out of 3. I'm going to let up a little bit of tension. I'm not going to try and bully it, try and finesse it a little bit. So this pin 5 giving me some action. 6 isn't binding. Let's go back to the beginning. Nothing on 1. 2. A little bit out of 3 here. I just dropped everything. Just kind of trying to see if what I was feeling was a binding pin or if it was warding. It definitely was warding. This keyway is parasection. I think it's the Yale 2 keyway is what the blank says. Let's try that again. Scrubbing around, looking for binders. That was a click out of 5. Just gonna give 5 one click that time. I gave it 2 last time. I'm not sure if it wanted to. Click out of 3. Feels like 5 is binding again. I'm looking for a nice false set. Dealing with the serrated pin there in 3. Ooh. Let's push some pressure on, see if we can really identify something binding. The warding is taking away a lot of my feedback by the pick scraping up against it. It's got 3 clicks out of, it's 3 or 4. Still nothing binding on 1. Click out of 3. Felt a little bit of core rotation on that one, just a tiny bit. 6, nothing on 6. I'm not feeling any counter rotation from anything. Just dropped something. Got some action out of, let's see, 2, 3. So it was 4 that, there we go, there's another click out of 4, it felt like. 5, 6. 6 hasn't given me any feedback yet, other than just being springy. I have a feeling there's probably a high set spool back there. Alright, am I getting some on 1 now? No. Springy. Yeah, I haven't even hit a false set yet. This keyway is gnarly. Especially not having explored this lock at all yet. A lot of clicks out of 3. 3 is a clicky boy. Click out of 4. Bunch of stuff out of 4. I'm just kind of poking around with loose tension. One. Nothing on 2. Click out of 3. Is that 3 again? 1, 2. Another click out of 3. Click out of 4. One, 2, 3, 4. 5. Just drop some stuff. Let's switch up hooks here. Let's try a more medium hook instead of something so deep. I'm going to go with the multi-pick hook. It's got a nice thin shank. I should be able to kind of twist up a little bit. I'm also going to go to counterclockwise tension, see if I can better identify binders on different sides of the lock. So it's a little beefier. So I got a little click out of 1. Don't touch 2, 3. Click out of 4. More out of 4. I don't know what's up with 5. Feels like it's solid. It doesn't really want to move. That was 3. 3 is quite active. Lots of serration feeling. So click out of 1. Oh, drop some stuff. Oh man, let's reset. See how much I can get out of one. Alright, cool. We got a little more out of it. I don't know if these are like just standard, not by standard, if they're just like commercial spools and serrated pins, or if there are custom made weird pins in here. Really figured I'd be in a fall set by now. I think I just set something on 5. Three feels set. I'm messing with 6 back here. Can't tell. Is it binding? I've been picking gin spools, which require a lot of jiggling and bouncing. So I'm getting confused by the feedback. There's something there. Hoping I haven't already overset pin 2 by now. All right, I'm gonna give it one more shot. And then I'm gonna call it an initial defeat until further battling in further future time. some action out of pin 1. It's been a long, hard evening at work, and this is the first thing I'm doing as soon as walking in the door. So maybe not the best, most energized state and focus of Zen lockpicking right now. So I'm going to use that as my excuse. Let's see. I'm getting binding here. Click, click, click. Serrated. There's just something simple I'm missing. Because there's pins like I haven't even really gotten to bind yet. Which means that there's something I'm not feeling and I'm like missing a step. This warding is a challenge. It is the challenge. The warding combined with the very, 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 very low cut pin 2. I'm really trying to push at these pins and curve this pick around the warding. Can't tell if I'm really getting anywhere. I'm feeling lots of mushiness, which isn't what you want. You want firm binding followed by a click or a rotation of some sort. That was a lot of clicks on 3. I'm steadily getting clicks on 3. I know it's a serrated type effect, probably a serrated pin. But then once I hit 3 and get its serratedness clickified, I kind of start losing feedback. Might not be getting it high enough. It's only should be a mid-cut pin, so I may be pushing it up too high. with just a little bit of tension. I can feel how gritty pin 5 feels. Oof. I got some out of 5, I think. I got some out of 4. Just dropped everything. Going after 5. Can't tell if I'm just not able to bend the pickup or if I'm hitting warding. I'm just pushing on the pins with no tension right now to kind of get a feel for where things are and what it feels like when they go all the way to the top. Trying to see if I can get the pick all the way to the top. Alright, let's try again. It's neat not knowing what kind of pins are in here, because it could just be spools and standards and some serrated pins, and I could just be having a hard time with the keyway, or it could be some weird stuff causing feedback I don't understand, which is not very much feedback, telling me I'm either oversetting pins or I'm unable to feel a binding pin because my pick isn't getting up there to feel it. Just going pin by pin and trying to discern what it's acting like. Definitely mushy out of 6. 5, I'm getting kind of a full stop feel out of. 4 is mushy. 3. Gotta click out of 3. Click out of 4. Alright, that was good. What pin was that? That was either 5 or 6. I feel like I kind of got that with the shaft of my pick a little bit. Maybe the slopier, dippier part of the hook. Wonder if pins 1's gonna give us anything yet. No, 1 is still springy. Click at a 3 again. Something dropped. That was pin 4. I don't know if I hit it or if I slipped off it. It was exciting though. 6 is mushy. Well, something on 5 there. I'm really having to curve this thing up. I feel like pin 5 is trying to hollow, but it's real stiff. I think something dropped. Pin 4 is also real high. I might not be getting to it correctly. Got a feeling could be pin 6 way back here evading me. I have 0 experience with this keyway. I think something dropped. Look at a 3. Really like for pin 1 to bind. That would mean I'm making some progress. Five, do something for me. Five is binding. That's my whole thing. Try another pick. Alright, who wants that? Let's try multi-pick, medium hook, thin style. It's just so delicate. I hate to mess up a delicate pick on this thing that I'm kind of trying to bully. Ooh, drop stuff. Let's give this pick a try. What up? We're back. So, I'm trying this multi-pick 0.4 millimeter medium hook thing. See if I can curve up and around this warding. There's a little better angle. The kind of warding we're dealing with here. I just gotta have it angled this way so that I can pick at it. I think that's been my problem this whole time, is I'm just not getting the pins high enough. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4's real high. It's kind of hard to tell the feedback when I'm just like pushing against. What am I pushing against here? I wonder if there's like a serration overset. I don't feel like it's a spool I'm trying to set since I'm not in a false set. God, the tip on this pick is so tiny. Oh yeah, I just went into a false set, baby. That was from pin 1. I knew once I get 1 doing something, we'll be making progress. So now, I can start looking for some counter rotation. Is 1 wanting to give me counter rotation? Trying to make sure I'm directly on the pin. Let me get a shorter hook for this here. Let's see. Stick with multi-pick. Just thematically, I suppose. They're expensive. I want to get some use out of them. Go from this little ledge up here. So we're getting some action out of 1 here. Is it fully set? I think it is now fully set. Alright. So we're probably going to have to do that on 6 as well. Imagine 6 is a real high set spool. So let's go in there with this delicate little dandy. Look how tiny. That tip is, see the tiny tip? Yeah, the tiny tip. Yep. Alright, so touching 6, going into a deeper falset. Now I assume the spool wants to be set. Let's see. I think I was messing with 5 on accident. Oh, really got to get on 6 here. Is it up there? I was counter rotating, and then I slipped. Let's try that again. Hopefully I didn't overset anything. Yeah, I pushed 5 on accident. 5 doesn't want to go that high. Oh yeah, there was a lot of oversetting going on there. But that's the risk of setting high stuff in the back, crazy warding, and a super low pin gate around. So essentially we're restarting. Back to pin 1. Let's see, if I'm at pin 1, I'll be happy. Oh no, pin 1 is springy. We want it to be binding and making clicky sounds. Back in the pile. Let me tickle these pins, see if I'm getting any little jiggly in my fingertips. Well, shoot, dang. Alright. Deep breath. Here we go again. 1, 2. Getting lost already. See? Tired, out of work. Hard to pay attention. Pin 3 is the clicky bastard. Pin And 4 is binding. Got a good click. Nothing on 5 or 6. Can't tell if 3 is stiff. Both 3 and 4 feel a little mushy. I feel like those are the ones I just set. Might have been pin 2 overset. Five, nothing. All right, that was another attempt. Let's see what it's on. What up? You ready? Gonna try again. And do counterclockwise again. The key doesn't rotate counterclockwise, doesn't operate counterclockwise unless you like tilt it a bit. So there's something like sticking one of the pins for however the key was cut, but it can be picked that way. We'll click out of 1. I'm gonna leave 1 alone now. And I'm moving on. I'm gonna find my spot here. 1, 2. Click out of 3. 2 more clicks out of 3. Five and 6 are springy. I feel like 4 needs to give me something. I'll let 1 again. I may have just set 1 as a spool. I may have overset it with an overset trap on a key pin. Guess we'll find out. I felt like 5 going up pretty good. Three clicks out of 4. Or was that 3? Gotta be careful. 2 is just so dangerous. Ooh, click out of 6. I don't know, maybe that was 5. I don't know, it's hard to tell. Lockpicking's hard. Having a hard time making sure I'm not messing with 2. So afraid to touch 2 to find its position. Accidentally oversetting it. I guess I can increase tension a little bit so that doesn't happen. I think it's 4. But 4 is giving me nothing. Drop some stuff in my explorations. I click out of something. Kind of worried it was 2. Yeah. Let's listen to some pins drop. There we go. Let's see if that was enough. No need to drop all of them, just the ones that are overset. Which is, sometimes involves dropping all of them. Alright, I clicked 1 a couple times. Four did some stuff. Pretty high up. Three. Seem to remember 3 being pretty active. Go and check 1. Yep. 1 did a little something. A little counter rotation-y. Set. Dropped some stuff as it happened. I want something from 6. That's what I want. Got something from 4. Still nothing from 6. shaft of the pick ended up hitting a bunch of pins. I lost pin 1 again. Sheesh, that was like 5 clicks. More clicks. I want more clicks. Oh, I dropped stuff. I think I found a good spot here to kind of lever off of to get more clicks. Pin 6, give me your just niceness. Bind for me. I think I touched it and something happened, but something dropped. Ooh, nice little falset there. I feel like I'm close right now. I think that pin 6 wants to be pushed high, and I'm scared. Scared because I might drop a bunch of stuff. I think one set. Let's check all the other pins here. Oh no, no. Wait. 6 feels springy. Okay, cool. That was a spool. Whatever that was. Maybe 4. Now we're talking. We're in deep falset now. I'm thinking all we gotta do is set pin 6. But I'm checking all the pins. It's good because it's kind of hard to overset now that we're in the falset. Except for the pin that I would be trying to set, of course. Let me see something a little bit deeper. Be good here. Let's get that counter rotation. Give me counter rotation. Oh, it dropped something. Ding dang dong it. Heard it. Okay, there's some counter rotation. Oof, it's way up and back in there. Drop, trippity, drop. Alright, let me go back and check through. I heard stuff dropping. I have no tension on the lock right now. Just having a hard time reaching up around there and getting the feeling. What a drop. Going for it. Oh yeah. Got him. Just had to go for it way up back and on in there, man. That was a great fight. So now, dare I gut it? Dare I? A challenge lock with dubious innards. I don't have a whole long time because it's already a 17-minute video. But this video is for birthdays. Christmas was, kind of American Baby Jeet's birthday, Christmas celebration, friendship, gift purchasing. So, let's get our little kit over here. Get this out the device. And it says opener than hell. Lock her up. Alright, don't pay attention to this here. This is progressive pinning for S-Twin. That is going as a challenge. Alright. So, there is a cover on top of here that I might be able to slide off rather than gut with the follower. I think I'll gut it with the follower. Old school. Screw screwdriver. Hopefully it's just the right kind of bits here. True that. What a great little battle, from figuring out which pick to use to kind of navigating around the keyway and finding my way through it and learning it. Discerning the binding pins versus the overset pins versus that all stuff, man. It was cool. Let me get this key. And just like, so nice to have this nice thing. My friend went on the internet and just looked at all nice things and found me this one, my custom style. Alright, I got a shim. I think that's the #1 rule of challenge style locks, is that you have to use a shim, otherwise you go straight to hell. Make sure I get it in there real good too. That way none of these pins fall into here when I'm pulling her out. Here we go. Ooh, I need a notched one. Shit. I don't have the notched one right here. We're gonna go for it anyway. Booyah. Alright, let's see what's in here. Key pins. Standard. Standard. Serrated key pin. Serrated key pin. Standard. And a spool key pin. Neato. Now here, up in the chambers, homeboy has made some serrated type stuff so that it'll snag up on the various shaped pins as you're trying to manipulate them. Let's see what's going on in Driver Town. Alright, I still got the shim in here. Let me get the shim out of here. Pin 1 is serrated. I kind of thought that was a spool. That's because I was messing around with that spooled key pin. So you got me with that one. 2 seems to be standard. Which would make sense because it's not going to interact with much anyway. Serrated in 3, just like I thought. Serrated in 4 as well. Then we got a spool in 6. That was like the rock star right there. Oh, I'm putting these in backwards. I forgot. Which way did I do it? Hold on. Brain fart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Oh well. We had serrated. We'll figure it out. Yeah, spool. For some reason, I thought I got messed up backwards because this thing is empty. That's why you don't eat too many gummy bears before you pick locks. So, alright, 24 minutes of this video. There were several more before it of my attempting and learning. Cool core. Modified. Very nice keyway to make a challenge lock out of. Let's see the pins up close, and then if this doesn't cut out, I'll dump the springs out and we'll see if those are all the same. Alright, y'all, there we have it. We did it. We took this delightful Christmas gift and we turned it into a long, bumbling video of discovery and opening and happy fun and Christmas time. So, thank you again to my friends for giving me this delightful thing. Thank you to the Keysmith on eBay for putting this together. It was a lot of fun. All right, appreciate y'all. Have a good one and have a Merry Christmas.